Hey guys, it's Dustin here, the Pro Picker, with another thrift store run video, sort of getting back to normal after yesterday's vid. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and turning on the bell notifications to stay up to date with all my reselling content. Also, consider giving me a follow on Instagram at Pro Picker Ohio, where I'll put some behind the scenes things on there, such as a Facebook buy I went and did today. And drop a comment below and like the video, guys. Both of those things really help me a ton. I check out the video games and nothing there. However, I turned the corner to be greeted with 2 brand new stock carts, which as you guys know is my jam. I see the records here at the bottom and not really anything to write home about. I don't know if there was any decent records before. I'm not really sure if, and you guys might know this, if Goodwill puts the really good records out anymore anyways. Like if they do happen to get, like, I don't know, Metallica or Black Sabbath or something, or hip hop and R&B records, or if those go on their auction site. But I didn't really see too much here of interest, unfortunately. Some of you guys that are a little bit more into vinyl, let me know in the comments if you see anything here that I shouldn't have passed up on, because there's a good chance it'll still be here, actually. A lot of just kind of common stuff. I think there's a lot of Jim Neighbors in there. So yeah, I put those back and continue to look around the cart here, moving the Frozen tent thing out of the way. That line of Frozen merchandise, that stuff's so cheap. I sometimes get it in my Target pallets. But as we all know, and joking here, Target pallets get me in trouble. Really do appreciate all the comments. Very supportive, guys. Really do appreciate that. I have a ton of gratitude. It caught me off guard to have so many comments. I didn't really have the chance to respond to everybody, so I'll do so now. It means the world to me that, you know, my channel has developed such a strong community that would be supportive during that. It wasn't really something that hurt my feelings per se or anything on Facebook. I mean, obviously there was a fair deal of ignorance on their behalf, but again, really appreciate everybody coming on watching that video. It was definitely something different. It was more of the fact that it was so out there that it was a story I felt I had to tell. So when things like that come up, I think it makes sense to veer off the normal path of this channel just a little bit. You'll see I threw that Made in USA Vintage Pyrex thing. I think I'll get $18 for it, and I don't think it's going to cost like the $8 to ship that's mentioned on the eBay comp there. So there's room for profit. This glass thing I do look at, and I can't remember the brand of it now. However, I do end up putting that back. There'll be a few things today that I'm going to point out that I don't actually keep. There's some Blue Sunflower by Corning again, but without the lids, those being so small at $1.99, I decided to pass on them. If they had the lids at $1.99, I probably would buy them, and because there was 2 of them, and lot them together. I don't know exactly what I would get for them, but I think it would be profitable to do so. The pattern does have some popularity. I don't think they make that pattern anymore too, which just leads people that want it to go to eBay to pick it up. There's a ton of crafting stuff on this cart. The crafting and scrapbooking stuff just seems to be worth so little, which I know is ironic because I bought all of those Stampin' Up stamps. There's exceptions in every category, and there's an exception to almost every rule in reselling. So when I say I got all that Stampin' Up stuff, it's in the video on my thrift store playlist, which is called I Bought It All at the thrift store if you guys want to check it out. And I spent like $200 on all this Stampin' Up stuff, or 175, something like that. Those darts I actually do end up putting back. There's a couple for sale for $25, but they're brand new. Those actually have a lot more wear, those darts, than you see on the footage there. And the wear on this paddle, there's two of them. It's a vintage Wilson ping pong paddle. It's worse than it looks on the camera in person. And there was a lot of four of them, a couple lots of four of them that sold for like $40. So, I mean, I'd be at $4 for what, $20 shipped in value, and they're probably not even worth that much because of the wear. So that's why I do end up putting those back, even though they are really cool. At this point, she's brought out another stock cart, so I got lucky in the sense that I got here at a time where she's really knocking out the stock carts. Not again, everything you see in my cart's not something I'm necessarily getting, including the thing I just put there. That's like a little pie or cake thing here. I'm just putting it off to the side. It's actually a Target one, and that's a Yeti, not the drink container. You'll get a better view at it in a moment, so I'll touch on it there. But I do put it in the cart because it's kind of cool. And this kind of digging, that's probably my favorite part of the new stock carts and how this Goodwill handles them. It's a lot of digging, so it kind of feels like you're really hunting for treasure when the items first come out, as opposed just to going up and down the aisles where it's a lot more organized and neat. And those mugs, unfortunately, were not worth enough to jump on, so I do pass. I probably shouldn't have bought this. I bought this Healthy Feet. I thought it was a different size that was worth a little more. At $12, I'll still make money because it's going to be such a light ship, but it's only going to be a couple bucks. It's not really within the margins that I like to be at. Here's some old baseballs, softballs. None of them have any like signatures or anything. Some of them just say like training ball on them, and I don't end up going for them. This plate's pretty cool, but it felt a lot cheaper than it looks. So it looks cool, I guess. It's not really cool. And just kind of, again, digging around here on the cart to see what I can find. There wasn't a lot of people in the store, which was advantageous in the sense that I could take my time and be pretty thorough. There's a Dunkin' Quick Cube. Real quick story. So, I'll discuss this first. These are the Wilton wedding cake charms. I don't end up buying these, and I do end up putting them back because it looks like the paint's fading or chipping off of them, or rusting even. I'm not sure. I do pick up these Energizer batteries for myself. We're going to keep them just because they're about half price what those specific batteries go for. So I figured, it'd be a pretty good deal, and they're way within the expiration date. So they're pretty new, actually. So super quick story. When it was in the fall of last year, I was with my wife and Jessica, and we came into the Goodwill, and they had one of these new stock carts out. Actually, it's right about where this one was, and we started looking at it, and like this guy and this woman, they must have been like in their 20s. Came up to us like it was some kind of competitive frenzy thing and just grabbed and ripped stuff like they were trying, like super aggressive, like they were like intimidating me. I mean, don't act like that really about it. I mean, I try not to at these things because I know I can get uber competitive if push comes to shove. However, I've at that time I was buying. And as usual, I'm buying in such quantities everywhere I'm going. I'm not crazy worried about it. And nothing he grabbed was worth much. I probably wouldn't have bought him. But this Yeti was a pleasant surprise, guys. It's either $2 or $3. I can't remember what I paid for it. It's really close to me. I guess I could check. But it's worth $30 plus shipping on average there, looking for all the comps. It's actually like an Animal Planet Yeti Sasquatch kind of deal that they did with Toys R Us. So it's actually kind of an uncommon figure. I do go back to looking through the aisles, and they had these diaper pail bags. I threw up a comp there for about $18. I think they had $1.99 or $2.99 on it. I should get about 20 looking through some other comps, and I'll get about $11-12 for this reusable Keurig deal here. I've sold them before. They ship at the 4-ounce rate, first class. I have a perfect box for it, a 4x4x4, so definitely grabbed it. I do get a little bit, as I talked about getting aggressive, I do get a little bit hyped here because another new stock cart came out, guys. $49.99 on the model there, new. I think it's open box, so I'll probably look at like $30, but they're asking $2.99 for it. Both the camera and the reel-to-reel recorder thing by Ambico aren't worth paying what they want for them, unfortunately. They wanted $9.99. I couldn't come anywhere close to that. Really, I don't know if I would want them at all, just on kind of the sell-through and everything. I do see this drill press. Sorry, had to think there for a second. And the comps are the comps aren't all over the place, but the comps are different than what the listings are right now. So I don't know if I'm going to get $77 to $80 for this guy. They wanted $9.99. I'm taking a gamble because some of the ones selling right now are more around the $50 shipped range, which would be a little painful. I mean, I'd still make money. So I'm safe either way. I might just list mine according to the comps, throw a 2% promoted listing on it, and see what happens. And, I have good feedback and all of that jive. So throwing everything down here for you guys to see as a quick recap at our first store. And got the Yeti there. So that way you can just kind of get an idea of what I actually kept from everything that I sorted through today. And that's a pretty decent strategy. If you're really thinking about something, just put it in your cart and maybe run a comp, go on eBay, something like that, and see what it's really going for, or think if you really want to commit to that item. Today is a day of a little bit of indecision, as you'll see when we head to the next store, the Salvation Army. So, yeah, it's been snowing quite a bit the last few days here in the Midwest, guys. I hope everybody here in the Midwest, and as well as other affected areas like Texas and everything, I hope everyone's okay. I hope you guys, are staying warm and safe. And, if you guys have any crazy snowstorm stories, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I will read them and check them out. Now, I see a Spirit logo right out of the corner of my eye right as I come in. It's a sword and shield. They want $5 for it, which is fair, but it only retails for $20 brand new. So I'll probably only get like $20 for it. I put it back because it's so going to be very awkward to ship. I just don't know how I'm going to end up in a situation where I could ship that, pay $5 for it, and still make a profit. I do see a new cart here filled with shoes. And then I start noticing really quickly that the shoe prices are higher on some of the exact same shoes that same type of shoes that they had before. Those are like Bellevue, combat boots there. And they wanted $15 for them. Now these are Clark's, and they want $15 for them. However, I don't know. They didn't sell at the store because then they also have that sticker and a clearance sticker, and they want $15 for it. I look them up online, can't find that exact pair, but then I find some similar ones only going for like $30, $40. That's the same kind of thing with those Ariat boots there. Good brand, always look out for them, especially the cowboy style, but that style of boot shoe by them just isn't that valuable. It was like ranging between like $25 and $45, and at $15, I'm just not a player, unfortunately. I have noticed that the shoe prices at the store have escalated. I don't even know how much the Sperry's were going for, because if they're not minty, I don't know how interested I am. The prices on Sperry's just aren't that high on eBay anymore. And I do find, well, those are some ASICs. I don't really deal with ASICs much. I know some other people that do. The ones I find always seem to be pretty low value, unfortunately. I don't know if other people are finding special ASICs that are. I do find some New Balances, put them in the cart. And these Hoka One Ones, these have been pointed out to me. I see them all the time here. They've been here for a couple weeks now. They have a significant wear. I mean, I have bought a beater pair of Hoka One Ones, but just for the guys commenting, I wanted to show you they're rough. I mean, I don't know if I would list those. And they only want $1.99. I think they've already went half off to 99 cents. So this printer here would go for about $120. They want $20 for it. That's shipped though, guys. So all in all, I could be looking at a potential of $60 if I don't have to buy new ink for it. If I have to buy new generic ink for it, we'd be making only like $40, which would still be a pretty good come up, but I just didn't feel like it. Honestly, I do deal in printers. However, I have a lot of inventory right now. I didn't feel like lugging it around and all this slush and snow everywhere. So you see me here testing it next to this really cool record 8-track radio cabinet, which is awesome. They only wanted like $30. I wish we had space for it somewhere, because that would be awesome to have. It's really great. It's a great piece. It's just, I probably should have picked it up just to flip local, but I don't know. We kind of know what direction that can head in. They'd be like, you should be giving that away to the homeless, and it's like, no, that's not. It's a record player. What do you mean? But anyways, that aside, just a little rant. I do end up putting the printer back. I just didn't really want to deal with it today. At $20, no. I mean, there's still room to make money. If it had been priced lower or worth a little bit more, I would have picked it up. Like if it was a $200 printer for $20, I think I wouldn't have been able to resist that. It's just, and all the shoes, by the way, in the cart, guys, do end up getting put back. The $15 pairs especially, it's just impossible, I think, to make enough profit to justify it. Shoes for me don't fly off the shelf. It's kind of where I gravitate towards in thrift stores, just to kind of buy more, and then, you know, I do eventually sell them and make a profit. But it's not like buying video games where, you know, I flip half of them like right away. So I grabbed this lot of Barbie dolls. I don't think they're really that vintage, but I should be able to lot them up and get more than $5.99 for them. So I think I'm pretty safe, and I do toss those in the cart. Looking around, I see a pattern that's familiar. This is this is like the love seat of the couch combo that I got from the Sydney furniture 2 videos ago. So I end up getting a bag. This is probably a combination of what is it, Cindy and Barbie furniture there. So it's all vintage. I'll be able to lot that up and get varying amounts. That's why I'm not throwing up a ton of comps here. But at $5.99 for that bag, it's a win. And here I am finding another Cindy and Barbie bag right here. So I go ahead and pick this up too, because I know I'm going to be able to make a profit. $5.99 is not a really hard number to break through. And I know I'll get at least $30 a bag. That would be minimum plus shipping. So yeah, I see this Under Armour in the new clothing rack here. I see the tag hanging off of it actually. I can't pull up the comp right now. Well, I could, but I have to go get the shirt. So anyways, I found the comp for it. It's $20 shipped at $5 to ship first class, and fees of like $2, $3. I'll make $7 on a $5 buy. Not bad, while recouping my initial $5 investment. So pretty good. Of course, that's pre-tax. We all pay taxes. They're inevitable, like Thanos. So I do grab everything here and head on out. Overall, pretty good run getting all of that extra furniture, vintage furniture, doll furniture, and all this stuff. I'm pretty happy to, I came out today. I think between this and the Goodwill run, I found some very good merchandise to flip on eBay. Guys, follow me on Instagram. I'm throwing additional content over there. So yeah, definitely check it out at Pro Picker Ohio. Please, if you haven't yet, if you made it this far in the video, what you doing? Come on, subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell notification. Please like the video. I do put a lot of work in these to get this content out consistently, and it really does help me out quite a bit. And please drop a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.